What's up, guys? I'm back with another movie review. Today I'm talking about one from Fox. It's called Phoenix Forgotten. This is a story that's somewhat based on a true story about a bunch of people who saw these crazy lights over Phoenix in 1997, and a lot of people, of course, thought they were aliens. Other people said they were like, flares and, experimental aircraft and whatnot. But anyway, it did happen according to those people. This is the story about a family who not only saw the lights, but they had a really weird encounter with one of the weird spacecraft that did like a super low flyby and buzzed them and really scared them. And the brother in that family he likes to film everything, so he decides he's going to get to the bottom of it and find out the truth. So he starts conducting interviews and going to different sites and trying to figure out what happened and just figure out what the hell this weird shit that happened to him was. And eventually he ends up going missing. And the movie then picks up 20 years later when his sister is kind of doing the same thing. She's out with a camera trying to do a documentary about the disappearance of her brother and, doing interviews, going to the sites. And then the movie also shows us the actual found footage as she's starting to find tapes, that her brother was recording. This is a found footage movie, but it's a found footage sci-fi movie instead of a found footage horror movie, which kind of makes it a little bit more interesting because it doesn't have to rely on the jump scares and shadows and just cheesy stuff nearly as much. I liked the movie. I didn't think it was great, but I also didn't think it was bad. Certainly better than a lot of found footage movies. I think one thing that really got me with this movie was how good the old footage looked. It definitely felt like it was actual vintage VHS, and I think that was part of the due to the technical process they used to make that happen. I will say that it's kind of slow and a little bit on the boring side, but I did think it was interesting, and the interviews that were being conducted actually made sense. Whereas in a lot of found footage movies, it's just kind of cliched stuff. Whereas this was had more of a personal feel to it than just people asking locals hey, is it true that there's a ghost? That kind of shit. So anyway, I liked it. Again, not great. It definitely is slow and kind of boring at times, and the finale's ridiculous, but the finale is also fun. So if you're a fan of found footage, I would check it out. Otherwise, you're probably safe to watch something that's a little bit better. That's my review of Phoenix Forgotten. I hope you liked it. I'm sorry that it's short, but there wasn't really a lot to talk about with this movie. It is available on Blu-ray, DVD, on demand, all that kind of stuff from Fox. You can get it pretty much anywhere. The transfer was fine, but it's found footage, so it's not going to look pristine ever. You can also check me out at markfusion.com. You can read even more horror, cult reviews, all kinds of stuff there. I'm also on Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram at markfusion. Also check out my Patreon at markfusion if you want to get exclusive content and support me beyond watching these videos and checking out my site. But the best thing you can possibly do is to follow me, drop me a sub here on YouTube. That definitely helps build this channel, and that's definitely something I can point to when I try to expand my content. So thank you so much for watching this. I do greatly appreciate it. Sorry I'm losing my voice, but hopefully I'll see you soon.